Today in this video, I'm going to talk about how to launch Meta ads as a beginner. This is going to be a beginner friendly video, and I'm going to show you step by step exactly how I do it a little bit more in detail so that you can understand. So as you can see my screen, this is one of our accounting, and in the last 30 days, we have spent $13,000. We're doing a few things, we're doing good things, and some of the campaigns are making money, some of the campaigns may be losing money, just like it happens on Meta ads. I'm going to show you how I launch campaign. It's making money, there's profit. I'm going to show you exactly how I do things. We start in a brand new campaign. This is Bishal. I've spent over 10 million plus on Meta ads, and I make money with my own offers, with my own business. I'm actually going to find some ad that is doing pretty good. I am going to use that, and I'll show you how I would use it. So this one looks pretty good. So this one is pretty good actually. $40 CPA is good, but it has high ad spend as well. So it probably worked before we turn it off. And the profit is pretty good as well, $600 in profit. So I'm going to copy those two and I'll show you in just a second. Here, as you can see, we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, but there is also phase 0 here. And I will get to that in just a second. But phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 is for people who have more experience. You typically start with phase 0 and phase 1, and then you get to phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 2 is where you're going to spend most of the time, but phase 1 is for a brand new campaign. So we have some phase 3 and phase 1 today, and I'm also going to start another phase 1. So let me find phase 0. So this one's right here is a phase 0, and I'm going to paste those two ads. Interesting, I couldn't paste those ads. Or let's create a new campaign as a phase 0. This is going to be conversions, and this is going to be purchase. That's just the name that I use. It doesn't matter for the name. And then I'm going to turn off the ad set because we're not going to run that. And data set is going to be your pixel, and then conversion event is going to be purchase, and everything else, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to delete this ad because it doesn't matter. I'm going to publish this campaign. Publish. I really didn't want it to refresh the whole thing. Looks like I have to refresh it, and that sucks because I have to copy the ad once again. So let's find the ad. Last 30 days, let's filter them by amount spent, and this is the one, and then I believe this was the other one. No, I think this was the other one. Okay, we're just gonna use those two, and then go back to phase 0 and then select the ad. Looks like I just have to create a new ad. Let's select an image. I believe this was the one. We're just gonna use original. That will be the best. And we're gonna come back to this in just a bit. I want to create a new ad, and I want to select the video. I just want to make sure I have the video in there. It should be right here. And I don't know which one was it. Let's go back. Script 20, V script 20. I can actually do it right here. You're gonna come over here, select your video, script 20. Okay, this is the one, select. And you're not gonna change anything, okay? Skipped and continue. So that's pretty much all there is to that two things. What I'm also gonna do is that going to click on amount spent once again. Let's click on this two. You can click on preview. You can click on post with comments. Click on 2x2 and post with comments. And I'm gonna come back to those two in just a second. So again, we're creating a new ad, and I'll show you why I'm doing this. First of all, we always name our ad image. So you're just gonna give a name, whatever name you want to give it. So I'm just gonna call it WB as a Warren Buffett book hold. So that's just gonna be the name. You have headline. For this one, let's use a headline. So based on the proven one, which is just a bulletproof trust, we're not gonna add any phone number. We're not gonna add any music. Let's just call it bulletproof trust. That's our proven headline. And we're actually gonna turn this off as well. I do not want anything translated. I don't know why it is trying to translate. Meta is always changing things, and it wants you to do things that they want you to do. I'm personally not a big fan of that because I would want to control how I do things. I don't want Meta doing it for me. For ad copy, I'm just gonna use the ad copy that I already have. For you, you should have your own ad copy, make your own ad copy, and then you're just gonna put it right here. And then give it some space. So we have the ad copy now. Let's put in the URL. So the URL that we're going to use is this one. You're just going to put in the link, and the display link can just be your domain. It'll be just Lamberg.com. Let's see. Do not select flexible media. Do not do that. And do not add music. We're only going to do one copy and we're only going to do one headline. I'll show you. I'm not going to use any description. And let's check here. And we're gonna put URL parameters here. This is for tracking. So I use this as tracking software here. So this is the parameters that they use, and we're just gonna paste that right there. So that's gonna be the tracking, and that's pretty much it. It says invalid phone number, and as you can see, sometimes it will like recheck it. I had unchecked add music, but it's rechecking it. All right, which is not good. Meta does that all the time. So you gotta be careful. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to hit publish for now. Let's see if this will work or not. Okay, it did not work because it wants my phone number. I hope it's not gonna put my phone number in there because I don't want anybody calling me. Let's see if that works. That did work. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the other ad that we are working on. So that one was a video. Uncheck the multi-advertisers. You're gonna use the URL, which is gonna be right here, paste. Use the domain name as a display link and select your video. For some reason, I thought the video was already selected. I guess not. So reselect it, skip and continue. Original, make sure it's all original, and then primary text. So you can actually put it right here too. So for this is the primary text that we're gonna use and paste. Again, give it some space like this. So that's pretty much it. And in terms of headline, I'm just gonna use the bulletproof trust. And description, just a dot, and see details as a call to action. I'm just gonna select translate selected areas, and that's it. I'm not gonna translate anything else because I'm not running ads in any other languages or anything like that. This is just, so the other thing is that it automatically selects related media, which means that it added like 10 more ads on this ad. It's very confusing, but it is going to run these random images. So just delete that. You don't want that. So Meta is always doing some weird things to get you to run more ads. So I'm just gonna check. Okay, this looks good. Okay, and then add URL parameters once again. Put that in right there. We're still working on it. We're pretty much not done yet, to be honest. So I'm just gonna call this V script 20, and we're gonna say H bulletproof trust. And then the copy is home worth 250K. So let's look at this one. The copy is this one. So both are good. Review and publish. Okay, that worked. Fantastic. All right, let's go back to phase 0. Again, this is all preparation. Okay, we haven't even started launching ads yet. In the end, it'll be all easy. So let's refresh. So we have 2 ads that I'm going to duplicate. I'm going to change headline. Let's duplicate twice. Let me think of a headline. You should already have a headline, by the way. You should not be thinking. By the way, you can actually remove the HTTPS because I think I forgot to remove the HTTPS. On this one, you can just have Lamberg.com, just your domain name. So which I added earlier on this one. Okay. That's good. Let's go back here. So let's do a different headline. Bulletproof your assets. So that's going to be the new headline. That's one. And then I'm also going to change this one as well. So that was copy number 1. We made 2 copies. So let's edit the other one. Let's just say Bulletproof Trust Secrets. That's the name of the book. That's going to be the other headline that we're going to use. And then come over here, paste. So basically what I'm doing is that I'm using the proven ads that I have, but I'm testing different headlines. And the reason why I'm doing this is that I want to use the same post ID, which I will show you in just a second. But the other reason why I'm not using the Meta's 5 images, 5 videos is that Meta doesn't tell me which ad, which image, which video is performing. It only tells me, hey, this flexible thing is doing better, right? But flexible has 10 different creatives. So which creative is doing better? It has like 5 different ad copies, and Meta is gonna change the headline, but Meta is not gonna tell me which specifically is converting. Then how am I going to scale, right? How am I going to know, okay, this headline is working, this video is working. How am I going to know which one to launch more of? So if I know this headline is working, then I know this is working. So next time when I have a new video, when I have a new image, I can use that headline. Now we have the ads that we wanna use. So now let's go create a new campaign. So we're gonna create a new phase 1 campaign, and I'm going to use this as a template a bit to show you. Do sales. Actually, you can just discard this. You can just go to phase 0 and duplicate the whole thing. Do not add music. They will always try to add different things, duplicate. This is a sales campaign, which is good. In terms of budget, we always do lifetime budget and we do it for 30 days. Depends on your budget. So if you have $300 budget for 30 days, that's $10 per day. So if I want to spend $20 per day, I need to put at $600. So I'm going to put 478. So that's how much I'm going to spend per day. And it's always going to be highest volume or value. You can try cost per result, ROAS, and bid cap, but as a beginner, you're only going to do highest volume. So this is all in audience segment reporting. You can just ignore this for now. You don't have to worry about it. Website and calls, select your data set and select your conversion event. Most likely it is going to be purchase. Do not select add to cart or some other thing. Always select purchase, because when you optimize your purchase, you're going to get better purchase. I have never had a better luck optimizing for add to cart or page view or something like that. Attribution model, standard. You can do incremental, but looks like it's not available right now for some reason. So standard is fine. 7-day click, 1 day, that's perfect. You can try doing 1-day click and stuff like that, but 7 days standard. Dynamic creative is turned off, and then you can always launch at midnight, because if you launch at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or something like that, what's going to happen is that it's going to try to spend that $20 or $10 budget you have within the next few hours. And typically it doesn't do any good. It doesn't bring any purchases. It's just going to try to hit the goal. Okay, my goal is to spend $10. Let's just spend it. That's what Meta is going to do. All right. We're going to run it for a month. So let's just do June 12 at 12 o'clock. What happens is that if it is performing, then what you're going to do is that it's just going to increase the budget and you're going to change the end date. It's not fixed. So you don't need a saved audience. United States, that's the location. You can add different location depending on you. Minimum A's. So that's again up to your customer. So for us, it's 50 plus. So that's just for the controls. You don't have to do anything. In terms of languages, you can select languages as well. So I'm just going to do English. And then in terms of audiences, this is where you include or exclude audiences. Okay, this one only has include. I'm not going to include anything. Exclude custom audiences. I always like to exclude my warm audiences, like something like page view or something like that, because I'm looking for new customer. I'm not looking to retarget. If I want to retarget, I will just make a new campaign retargeting those page views and stuff like that. In terms of A's, I'm going to do 55 plus because that's who our customers are. And then in terms of gender, I'm just going to do male and female. Again, if you're selling something to specific gender, then you used to do that. And in terms of further limit, I would like to further limit my audiences. Basically, it's going to try to run ads to people outside of what I recommended. Now let's select interests, which actually let's not do that now. We're going to come back to that in just a second. Edit placements, click here and click here. I never run ads on Threads or Messenger or Audience Network. I always turn off allow placements thing, allow limited spending. And then if I was to click here, then I have more control. I'm not going to run ads. Actually, I'm going to run ads on the Reels as well. I'm going to turn off search results. I'm also going to turn off Facebook notifications. I'm going to turn off Business Explorer. Turn off. Best performing platform for us is Newsfeed, and that's probably for you as well, because the videos and the images that we have is for the Newsfeed. As a beginner, you can just have it all controlled. Like you don't have to uncheck like I did. But also as a beginner at the same time, if you know, like you're gonna find out eventually that Facebook feed and Instagram feed does the best. So it's better if you were to just select those two, and then eventually if your ad is performing, then you can select other placements. But I would recommend Facebook Newsfeed and Instagram Newsfeed. And if you want, you can do stories and reels as well. I did it because I have videos. If you only have images, you're also not going to do this as well, because images do not perform in reels. That's pretty much all it is. And I'm just going to put a name 55 plus, and this is Facebook and IG Instagram newsfeed. That's pretty much it. So here it is, let's just do LTO, which is low ticket offer, account name, and then this is phase 1 purchase. That's what we're optimizing for. And I always like to write today's date, and this is NSC as well, by the way. NSC means no special credit. Sometimes you have to use special credit, which is right here. So this is NSC, which is not a special credit. And then this is also LTB, lifetime budget. There is one thing that we forgot, which is ad set schedulings. So I have a schedule for the ads. So now if I go to ad set, you should see the schedule. So that is right here, ad set scheduling. And what I'm going to do is that I'm actually not going to run in the morning. I'm going to run till like 2 o'clock, but I'm not going to run from 2 o'clock to 6 when no one's using their phone. And typically people don't buy in the morning. So that's just a little bit of tip for you. So that's pretty much it. So let's review and publish. Okay, the ad is published and I'm going to duplicate this and I'll show you why. Let's do phase 0. Let's go here. So let's go to the campaign that we just created, which is right here. The ad set is turned off, which we can turn it on if we want. And we're going to go into ad. So here we're going to do some work. We're not done yet actually. We're actually going to use post ID. Now select a post ID. So this one's script 20, bulletproof trust secrets home worth. Okay, that's the one. So you can get a post ID, click on preview and post with comments. So when you do this, you're using the post ID and that means you can share the likes and comments. That means any like and comments that would be used across. So every time you have a new ad, you don't have to keep creating a new ad. It will just use the same likes and comments and all those things. It will help you with your ads basically. So here, if I was to check, okay, there is some enhancement from AI, which I don't want. I don't want enhanced CTA. And if I go back here, so that was one down finally. And then I'm also gonna put the post ID here. So that was for one. So let's go to the next one. So this one is bulletproof trust secrets as well. Let's click on preview. So this is the only way to get a post ID. Unfortunately, there is no easier way to get a post ID. And then that was trust secrets, imagine losing. Trust secrets, imagine losing. So this was the one. Okay, this is the one. Put in the post ID here, click right here, post ID, and then no, that's not the same one. As you can see, they're different. It created a new post ID. You don't want it to create a new post ID. So that's why I put in the other post ID. Again, this is a tedious task, and unfortunately, that's what you have to do if you want to be a professional media buyer. And copy that. Bulletproof your assets. That's the other one. We're gonna go here, bulletproof your assets. Okay, this is the one. Paste here. That's good. Post ID. And again, that post ID is different than this one. Okay, so we're just gonna use this post ID. Let's go back here and let's use this one. Not the advanced preview. Facebook post with comments. So we're almost done now. Facebook post ID, paste, and done. So that's good. Let's go back here. Let's use this one, preview. And which one was that? One was bulletproof your assets, which is this one. Okay, put in the post ID right here and check. Put in the ID right up here as well. Naming helps you understand which ad this is. If you were to come back in like the future to know, okay, which ad that was, what did I do, right? Naming will help you understand that. As a professional media buyer, that's what you have to do. And let's go down here and post ID, put in right here. And looks like I forgot the post ID here. Let's put that up in the name. Hopefully I'm able to publish this ads without the phone number. Let's see. And it didn't work. So I need a phone number, unfortunately, which was right up here. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back and put in the phone number there because it keeps removing the phone number every time. So that's a phone number right there. I'm also going to turn off, the rest are turned off. Let's add a phone number here as well and turn off. That's it. And phone number. I don't need a music. Okay, that's good. Save. That should work, hopefully. Okay, so there is no error. Publish. So the ads are published now. There is one more thing, which is to put tracking parameters. This one right here, copy once again, and put that in there and then paste once again. We're almost done. So now we're gonna duplicate this. In this ad set, or in this campaign, we only have one ad set. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4, as many ad set as you want. So I'm just gonna do 2 ad set, and we're gonna keep a theme. So we're gonna target something that is more likely going to work. For that, let's go back and see what's working. Let's target something like cream or supplements or something like that. So we're gonna make a group of supplements. What I will do is that I'll go here, detail targeting, so life extension. So that's a supplement brand. And if I click on this, then it will start giving me more interest that I may be interested in. So let's do beauty salon, sunscreen. Okay, let's do sunscreen. Let's do cleanser. Actually, let's just do those things. That looks pretty good. for our audiences. Okay, so I'm using sunscreen plus cleanser. So I'm not gonna do supplement brand. Instead, I'm gonna do face wash kind of thing. So we're gonna go back here and let's do moisturizer, foundations. So let's just do those two. Actually, we're not gonna do cleanser because I've already done that. So let's do, what is CC cream? Interesting. Okay, let's just do that. Foundation and CC cream. That's just what we're gonna do. Paste that here. Again, this is how you would do it, okay? This is, as a beginner, if you have this habit, it is gonna make it super easier for you to know exactly what's happening in your ad account. So those are the things that I have here. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste that here. Plus, I'm going to copy this as well. Paste that right here. So now I know exactly what I am targeting on my campaign. And I also know exactly within my ad set what I'm targeting. And within my ad, I know exactly what are the ads that are running and what I'm testing. Yes, it takes a little bit of time. As you get used to it, it gets easier. All right, so the campaigns are published. So let's do a final check here for the time. So it's gonna go midnight tonight, so in like few hours. So the campaigns are on review right now. So if I look into the ads processing, so looks like some of the ads already got approved. It goes from processing to in review to scheduled, right? So this is already scheduled right now, which means it is ready to go. That's how you do it. And I did for phase one. You can have multiple phase one, so you can duplicate this and you can launch again. Actually, this is 2.0. This is LTO 2.0. That's just the name of our funnel, by the way. So you can have multiple phase one, and then once the phase one starts doing better, you take them to phase two and phase three, and which I will not talk about it in this video. I will make a separate video for that. And if you want it, let me know in the comments down below, so I will make it. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you like it. I hope you will also have a better ROAS like we have in our ads as well. And if you do, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you on the next video.